Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. I am back with another Squishmallow hunting video. I asked you guys over on my community page, would you want to see some Halloween spooky squish hunting? Because if you know me, then you know that I'm not super into the Halloween squish. I don't collect them. I think they're very cute, but I just don't personally collect them. So I was wondering, do you still want to see the hunt, even though I'm probably not going to be buying anything? And you guys overwhelmingly said yes, so I went out and gathered my spoils for you. Okay, what I could find out in the wild. And surprisingly, I did actually buy a lot. They were not Halloween or spooky squish, but like I found a lot of squish going on these hunts, so like it kind of worked out anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some clips, show you all the squish that I found, and I will meet you back here once we're done to do a little bit of a haul of everything that I ended up buying. So our first stop is Hallmark, and I was so excited to go here because they usually have a pretty good selection of seasonal squish. As you can see, they had all those 5-inch cuties and a few 8-inch Halloween squish, and then a bunch of random ones down here. A lot of axolotl, surprisingly. I had never seen that like red one with the gold and the blue one next to it. They even had cows and mushrooms and all the bum-bums on the bottom. I found another section with some more Halloween squish, including this little kitty who was very tempting, and some more of these down here. I like the little mouse and the pumpkin. That's pretty cute. And then in another bin, they had some more kind of the similar ones that they had on that first shelf, including some hugmies, which I was also surprised by. I spotted that little owl, and don't worry, I picked all of these up that I dropped later. But yeah, I saw this little owl and I snatched him. I absolutely snatched him because I had seen him before at a different Hallmark and I did not get him, and then I regretted it later, so I was like, okay, now's my chance. But yeah, they have a lot of like these corduroy type of squish. I'm not the biggest fan, but they had them. And then they had another little shelf. They had a few cuties, a few bigger ones, some flip-a-mellows, kind of like a decent variety of squish, I would say. They had not too many 5 inches though, except for the Halloween ones, so I feel like I was kind of missing out on 5 inches, but that's okay. They even had some of these little pears with like the strawberry milk and the macaroon or macaron, however you say it, and the coffee and donut and stuff. Super cute. And then they also had a few Squishmallow accessories and merch. They had this little pouch, which looked pretty cute, and then they had a little mini stationery set. Those are similar to like the Costco ones. And then this pack of vinyl stickers and the regular schmegular sticker book. Moving on to Five Below. I genuinely can't remember if these are like last year's squad or if these are new. I don't remember. The apple cider is so cute. That is the cutest one in here, honestly. Even cuter than Avery. I'm gonna say it. But yeah, I was showing my mom. She was with me. I was like, isn't this one so cute? And they have like little squirrel, little duck, little Malcolm. There's a little Omar in there, the little beaver, and some random other like food squad stuff mixed in there. They even have a little turkey. That one's pretty cute too. And they even had these big squishy stickers, which I don't know, these seem kind of impractical to me. Like, where do you put these? I don't know. Next, at Walgreens, they did have a few Squishmallows on clearance, and they had a 5-inch version of this little Omar who was also in Five Below, and some more of the 5 inches, including a little 5-inch Chosa. And then they had some squish that they had just like freshly put out. They had some of these Halloween ones slash fall ones. They had some of like the candy buckets, treat buckets, whatever. This little dragon was pretty cool. I kind of liked that one. And they had this little Danny with the bow tie. He's pretty cute. And then yeah, some more Squishmallows like in costumes and stuff. Even this bat down here, I know people really like the bats. I think they're much cuter in smaller sizes personally, but they also had some capsules, little mystery squad capsules. I'm not really interested in any of those in there, unfortunately. And they even had clips, which I didn't even know like they were getting Halloween clips at Walgreens. Again, I wasn't really interested in any of them, but I really did like the cam with the little broom. I thought that was cute. And then in another aisle, they had like a big Geraldine, and they had some of these weird blue mushrooms. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I feel like the colors, I don't know, they're just like off to me, but it's still cute. It's still cute. It's not bad. So yeah, this Walgreens had a pretty decent amount of squish. I was pretty impressed. Moving on to Aldi, I just went grocery shopping and they had squish, and I was like, oh, I wasn't even planning on them being here. So it looks like I missed most of them, but they still had some left. And they also had some slippers. And then I can't believe I didn't realize it at first, but they had a frog all the way in the back. I was like, oh my god, that's so fun. I did pick up this slug, and yeah, we'll talk about that later. Now on to Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel has always been consistently stocked, so I'm always happy to see that. They had a bigger size of the slug that we literally just saw. They had some of these fish, which are pretty new to me. I haven't seen these before. and they had a lot of those like pink butterflies and quite a few clips. They had this little Kai who I was kind of tempted to get, but I just didn't like him winking. And they had this like little Sheena. They always have like a little Sheena, and the goat looking thing. I know it's not a goat, but that one was at Target as well. They had a little Sunny. I thought this was a squish. I was like, who is that? But it was not a squish. These little cute BB clips, so cute, adorable. And yeah, another Kai and some of those armadillos. And then over here, they had kind of like the same ones. They had these little 5-inch. Is this a skunk? I don't know. I think it's a skunk. And then up at the front, they had another little table, and they had this cute little dodo bird clip. I thought that one was really cute, really unique, and a little walrus, very cute, and even a Wendy with a scarf. And then this is not squished, but I just wanted to show you because these are so cute and I haven't seen them before. They had these Hello Kitty plushies with like little food dresses. Ah, so adorable, so adorable. Small Cracker Barrel haul time because I picked up an extra one that I didn't film. So as you saw, I got the little baby clip, super cute. I feel like I had this one at one point in time, but like I got rid of it or something, I don't know. But guess who I found up at the register? A big Reggie. Oh my goodness, this one is so cute. I have the small one, so I was like, I need them. I need the big one. And I just cleared and organized a bunch of space on my Squishmallow shelves. So I was like, you know what? I can grab a big one. I can afford it. I can do it. So we have a nice big Reggie. I don't even know what size this is. Oh, a 12-inch. Solid 12-inch Reggie. I'm so excited. It's so cute. Oh my god, I love him. So now I got myself a little snacky snack. I got some pretzel bites and a Coke, and I'm gonna take a break and eat this in my car, and then we're gonna go see what's in Walmart, see if they have any squish. I haven't heard any news of like any fall or Halloween Squishmallows or even new squish at Walmart, so I literally don't know what's going on in there right now. I don't know what they have, so we shall see. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this and I'll catch you inside of Walmart. Now we are on to Walmart, and yeah, they did have some squish. They had all of these big boys. It kind of seemed like similar ones from last year. I don't know. I could be completely misremembering, but they always have like huge ones, so I'm never interested in getting like ginormous seasonal ones. Like I'll get some small seasonal ones, but not some ginormous ones. But yeah, they had some more like back by the toys, and again, they were just like humongous and none that I was really interested in, unfortunately, but hey, they were there. And then my Claire's finally had a decent selection of squish, even if it was almost entirely sea cows. But hey, they had some axolotls, they had some, yeah, basically axolotls and sea cows. Okay, maybe it wasn't a great selection, but they did have a Medina who I've been looking for. Then over at Target, we had one lonely Squishmallow backpack and this cute little bracelet making kit. I thought that was really special and unique, and this girl, yeah. And then magically this Target restocked on the Dannies. I've been looking for a second one for my sister, so I was very happy about that. And they had some other ones that were also part of this like drop or squad or whatever. I don't know what is part of what squad anymore because they don't put the squads on the tags anymore, so it's like I don't know. I'm out of the loop when it comes to squads. I just know like what squish drop together, like if they're at the same store at the same time, you know, then they're part of the same drop or whatever. So this is my bag of everything that I bought. Let's get into it. So at Aldi, when I unexpectedly found those squish, I ended up picking up this cute little Zarina the slug. I already have one, so I messed up. I forgot that I already own her, and I've done that a couple of times, to be honest. Not very many times, but like a few, and that's just kind of embarrassing. So that is unfortunate. Maybe I'll return her, or like, I don't know, find a way to give her to you guys. We shall see. But for now, I have an extra little Zarina the slug. She is really cute, but yeah, I already have one. Next up, we have this adorable little Ronalda the Yeti, and I actually didn't know that she was like really a part of the Target drops. Like I went on a really big Target hunt the other month looking for like Danny and all of those squish and the mystery bags, and she's a part of that kind of like drop. I just didn't know, and I never came across her in any of those Targets that I found. So I started seeing pictures of her later, and I was like, oh my god, wait, that one's so cute. I'm so sad I didn't find that one, but thankfully she she popped up and I was able to find her. She's so adorable. I think I may stick her on my purple shelf behind me because I have the most space there, and I think I can maybe get away with it, so we'll see. I'm very excited to get her. I love her little fuzzy belly and she is just so adorable. Next up, we have a little 5-inch Josa from Walgreens. My friend Mary was able to do a pickup for me. I didn't even know that a 5-inch Josa existed because I have the 8-inch and I love her, but my friend Mary sent me a picture of like other Walgreens squish and was like, oh, do you want any of these? And I was like, wait, is that a 5-inch Josa? Can you please get that one for me? Like, had no idea that she existed until that picture. So yeah, I'm very happy with her. I love her. I just don't know what it is about like the little sea creatures and slugs. I am just so drawn to them. I just think they're so precious. I also mentioned this in my Target Squishmallow hunting video where I went to a bunch of Targets, but I've been looking for 2 Dannies, actually, one for me and one for my sister, and I was able to find another one, thankfully. I went to a Target, I mean, you guys saw the clips. They were super stocked and I was like, oh my god, I was not expecting them to like do a restock and have a bunch of Dannies and for them to still be there. So I'm very excited I was able to get one for my sister. Next up, we have not a Squishmallow, but a Squishmallow merch product, which I don't think I've ever showcased in any of these like haul segments before, but I figured I would do it because I only bought one. It's this little jewelry bracelet making kit, and I got this to test it out potentially because I have made 2 videos in the past testing out Squishmallow merch, and I thought this was really interesting. I do know that they have a bigger set at Costco, and I just keep meaning to order it and I just keep forgetting. So potentially we may like compare the Costco set in this one. I don't know. I'll be honest, they don't look like the most amazing quality ever. They look all right. I just thought it was unique and it was the last one left and I was like, okay, let me just grab it, you know? So yeah, we've got this bad boy to test out one day. Second to last Squishmallow that I bought, I actually bought a lot of bigger ones and less small ones, so it's actually not that many, but I picked up a little Medina 5-inch. I don't know if she comes in any other sizes, but she came out a while ago. I want to say maybe a year, 2 years ago, I'm not sure, but I remember when they were like showing that she was being released and I was like, oh my god, I need her so bad. I wanted her so bad, and I never ended up finding her anywhere because I think she's in Claire's. I don't know if she's in any other stores besides Claire's, but yeah, I never found her at Claire's or anything. And I saw One Lonely One in that clip that you saw previously and I was like, oh my god, it was meant to be. All I had to do was be patient. So I was able to get her. I still think she's really cute. I just love the concept of like a lemonade squish with like the little lemon slice and the straw. So adorable, so adorable. And I now have a fully dedicated yellow shelf since I reorganized all my Squishmallows, and if you haven't seen that video, you need to go watch it where I reorganized my Squishmallows again, so go check it out. But we have one final squish to get to. I kind of already showed you this in the Walmart parking lot, but I'll just show you again. It's this little Reggie. Saw him at the register, was like, have to get him. So adorable. Now I own him with the 5-inch. So yeah, that's the end of that story pretty much. I won't repeat too much because I already talked at length in the Walmart parking lot clip, but yeah, that is all the Squishmallows I got this month. That's all of the ones I saw. Well, not this month, but like lately, these past maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So not too much spooky stuff, to be honest. I feel like stores will be ramping up kind of like now and then the next week or 2, so I'm excited to keep hunting and maybe do another dedicated spooky squish hunt, because to be honest, I did go to a couple of stores and they just didn't have any Squishmallows, so I know there's still potential. Like at Marshall's I went to, they didn't have any. At Party City I went to, they didn't have any Squishmallows, so hopefully I will find some more in the future because I know you all really love the Halloween squish. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get going because I can sit here and talk all day about Squishmallows, but I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel on your way out. Check out my merch and my Cameo for personalized videos. Links are down below. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.